Hello, my name is Barry John, and welcome to Let's Play Descent. I have a co-pilot, and let him introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Speedball, and I'm looking forward to this video game about four women who go cave diving and fight horrible cannibals. Oh wait, no, that's not what we're doing.
No. Yeah, trust me, I was half tempted to make that joke myself. But, yep, I am starting on average difficulty, and if anybody wants to actually pay attention to the wonderful corporate speak that's about to happen, feel free to pause the video and listen. But Speedball and I are just going to keep chatting, I hope.
Yeah. There was there were two versions of this, right? The text version and the audioed version?
Yes, I'm running with the text version. Now, as I mentioned in my opening post, I can't actually run the original Descent on my computer anymore. I tried. Believe me, people, I tried. I could get it to run in DOSBox, but then I couldn't set up my my joystick. And that was a pain in the three. So I'm going to be playing this with the Descent Rebirth mod. It's not a mod, rather it's a complete rebuild of the game engine to let it run on modern systems.
I just noticed we have a keyboard on our desk in this cutscene.
Yeah, that's always been there.
Interesting.
But the Descent Rebirth mod uses the original text. It doesn't have the audio version. The audio version came with, I believe, the PlayStation or Sega versions of this game because they didn't have the Red Book audio.
Okay. I remember they also did that for maybe the Windows version later after DOS, but probably PlayStation came first.
It doesn't surprise me. But yeah, for those of you who are confused about Red Book audio, well, I checked when I installed this game. It's less than 9 megabytes total. This entire game is, when it's installed, less than 9 megabytes. And that didn't take up a lot of room on a CD back in 1995, 96, whatever. But, which meant that there was a whole lot of empty room on the CD, so they turned it into an audio CD, where track 1 was the game data, and all the other tracks were Descent music. Unfortunately, I can't get it to run properly.
Yes, these polygonal enemies are going to be the bane of our existence.
We haven't even reached the bane of my existence yet. But I just wanted to know that not all these guys are going to show up right away. In fact, some of these guys don't even show up to like level 5 or 6 or 7 even. Which I find is nice because, you know, you've been told these enemies exist and you're always on the lookout for them even though they aren't showing up yet.
And this is just the briefing on the rules of the game. This is how you exit the level once you rescue all the people.
No. You don't have to rescue anybody.
Oh, that's right. You have to blow something up and then get out. And rescuing is optional. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you do get bonus points for rescuing everybody, and I will try to make sure that I rescue everybody on my way, you know, on playthrough, rescue everybody. But, yeah, I'm doing a lot of practice runs on this game. It is not easy.
This game was revolutionary when it came out because it was the first game that was a first-person shooter that you could move forward, backwards, up, down, and left, right. And some people were thinking, like, how do you even do the controls for that on the keyboard? They sort of had to finagle it with, like, the keypad for turning and A and Z for up and down or something like that.
They used the WASD for basic forward and lateral motion, like, you know, the traditional first-person shooter. Q and E were the roll buttons, and then they'd use the built-in number pad on the right side to control your sliding controls. 8 and 2, for example, were move vertically, move vertically and whatnot.
Okay.
And you could turn with, or slide left and right with a 4 and 6 rather than turning left and right.
Oh, wow, that's different from the way I remember it. Maybe you had a superior keyboard setup.
Well, this is just me, testing out, making sure I had all my controls set up. And
even though you can play upside down, the levels tend to be designed with a right side up and right side down mentality to it. At least at first, the signs will all be pointed the same way.
And there's one of the options is that there's the auto leveler, which is basically a case of the game will automatically attempt to orient your ship towards the nearest wall. I turned that off because, I'm awesome.
And yes, you can shoot through vents. This is also sort of revolutionary. The idea of it's not a solid window that it's something that only some shots can go through. They actually had to make a hitbox that had gaps in it, and that was also very new for the time this was made.
Yep. Well, so for people who have absolutely no idea what's going on, these floaty orange things are my energy bar. That's the top bar on my HUD there. Energy powers 4 out of my 5 primary weapons. The 5th being the Vulcan Cannon, which I'm going to be getting... Wait, do I get the Vulcan Cannon first? Yeah, the Vulcan Cannon is here in the first level, so we do get it because I did pick up the ammo for it. And the blue spheres, those are shield pickups that, shields are my life.
Yeah, I think you have a small amount of hull points, but they're not mentioned, and you're basically dead once you run out of shields anyway.
You can be at 0 shields, but at that point, you've got basically 1 hit point. But
there's biohazard warnings outside the prison. The robots stuffed them there because, oh no, biohazard.
Possibly.
And as you can see, Barry John here knows all of the secrets. There are hidden doors everywhere.
No, I don't. I do not know all the secrets in this game. However, one of the things I am planning on doing is hitting up all the secret levels. And there was me failing to use my missiles properly.
Yeah, usually you don't waste them on opening doors, but you can if you want. And this is an energy hallway. You pass through and it charges you up.
Only up to 100, though. It can't charge you up past 100. Your shields and energy can go up to 200, and you start each... Sorry, just part of my problem with this game is that I was recording this, I still hadn't gotten used to just how big my hitbox was. Like the Pyro GX's hitbox, so sometimes I will accidentally back up and go back into a shot that should have missed me.
Yeah, and here we have the 3D map, which surprisingly doesn't confuse you as much as you would think.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, pretty easy to trace out what you're doing. I mean, it's not like some custom maps that are basically hypercubes.
Oh, yeah. There are 5-dimensional maps in this game.
Yes. I might actually get around to playing one of those, but I might not. So here's my usual strategy. I can see enemies from farther away than they can see me. So I will try to pick enemies off at long range if I can. Of course, this doesn't always work because these are mines, we're in tight spaces, and they also love dodging once they realize, hey, we're under attack.
And most of your weapons are also not hit scanned, so they can dodge just as much as you can.
Oh yeah. Like, trust me guys, the AI in this game is absolutely brilliant when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm playing on medium difficulty, and this game is still going to kick my ass.
Yeah, the missiles are powerful, but they are definitely not homing missiles.
No.
You only ever want to use them on something that's not in a position to dodge, or something that can't dodge, and you know, you could also use them at point blank, but that's stupid. You'll blow yourself up.
Oh yes, people, you will get blown up by your own explosions.
Yes, if this was made today, there'd be an achievement for that. There'd probably be several achievements for that.
Here we go. Here's the second gun that I'll pick up in a moment.
Yeah, and that big guy there is this level's equivalent of a mini-boss. We'll fight more of them later on, but since he's more or less one of the toughest customers we'll meet here...
Yeah. Can you imagine, people? This is a game that was made so long ago, it has color-coded key cards. Yeah.
Bullets travel faster than light in this game, because that's how bullets work in the 1990s.
Yep. The Vulcan cannon here is a hit-scan ammo-based weapon. It doesn't use my it doesn't use my energy. And here's the reactor. Blowing it up is important. I have to blow it up to exit the level.
And it shoots at you. It's not just a... And the voice is telling us that we have to get out of here before everything explodes. Fortunately, the exit was right there, because it's the first level.
Yeah. And wow, that was it. I'll see you all next time for level 2.